In case you hadn't noticed, the Schroon Lake Wildcats are in town to face the Chazy Eagles, modified girls basketball in the Mountain and Valley Athletic Conference. You've got Andy Landry and Barry Norton as your officials. January 31st, 2013, 1-3-1-1-3. Modified girls, 7-minute quarters. Let's see, Bailey Pepper will bring it up for the Eagles. We've got number 5 out there, Lily Hayes. 15 is Hannah Booth. 13 is Sarah Boris. And who's the other one? 24, Lindsay Gilmore. For the visitors, the Wildcats, 32 is Juliana Finnerty. And you got 12, there's a foul. 12 is Katie Bottenbush. 51 is Tiffany Nolan. 50 is Laura Barrer. And 4 is Julia Bouchard. And the first point of the game is on the scoreboard as the ball bounces high and in for Finnerty. Makes it 2-0. Abby Graves is the Eagle coach, and Terry Wisser for the Wildcats. There's 7 players suited up for Schroon Lake. 2 for 6 on the bench for Chazy. Schroon Lake does not have a JV girls team, so it'll just be 2 games on this Thursday evening. Chazy JV has to find extra games in the league because so many of the Class D schools don't have JV squads, boys and girls. This is Bottenbush bringing it up. Off the knee and picked up by Boris. Pepper will bring it up. It was touched, so no over and back. Touched by the defense. I was in Chazy last night, but although there was a boys game here against Westport, we weren't here. We're at the hockey rink, and we'll be at the hockey rink tomorrow night. Last night was 48 degrees outside, so it's kind of pleasant there at Scott's rink. This is Michaela Douglas in for Chazy. Tomorrow, however, is going to be a high of 14, so it's going to be a lot less pleasant in that ice cube. But it's a championship game, so we're going to be there. The local team facing Albany. 2-0. Still looking for our first field goal of the game. And almost had one. Temperature, let's see, it was about 29 or 28 when I arrived today. And it's going to go down to about 10 by the time the sun rises tomorrow. Barrow with the rebound. Started the day about 40 this morning sometime, and then actually been going downhill since about midnight last night when it hit about 50 degrees. And we have number 12 coming in. That's Natalie Pombrio. She'll replace Hayes. And we'll have Boris inbound it. Eagles stack. No defense in the backcourt, so it's pretty easy to inbound the ball and just throw it in the backcourt. Traveling called. Man, looks like we switched balls here. Probably not enough air in that other one. Unless it was the boys' ball, but I doubt they'd make that mistake. Off the rim. We're at 3:21 here in the first. It's 2-0 in favor of the Wildcats, and we have 23 reporting in for Schroon Lake. That's Ruth Jabat. Both teams with a Jabat on the club. Don't always get to say that. This is Finnerty bringing it into the forecourt. The Eagle defense picked up at midcourt. Rebound pulled down by Douglas. Pepper bounces it. And she'll get a chance to tie it at the foul line with 2:42 showing in the first quarter. It's going to be Bailey Pepper at the foul line. First one is up and off the mark. And let's see, 22 and 14. We got Lydia West and Kelsey O'Connor in for Chazy, replacing Boris and Gilmore. Rebound pulled down by Barrer. Down by Douglas. Little coast to coast is missed. We'll have a Schroon Lake timeout. 2:17 on the clock. It's 2-0 Wildcats. Well, red ball. Blocked. Rebounded by Douglas. Now rebounded by Jabat. 1:50 to go in the first quarter. Traveling is Andy Landry. Pombrio into Pepper. Off the rim. West again. Too strong. Rebounded by Jabat. 1:16 showing in the first quarter. West with a steal. Just under a minute remaining in the quarter. Natalie Pombrio puts the Eagles on the scoreboard. First field goal of the game ties it at 2-2. We're at 50 seconds to go in the first. Pulled down by Pombrio. Into the forecourt by Pepper. Nice bounce pass. White ball. Pepper will inbound. Eagles stack. Deep. Thrown up by Douglas. With the rebound. 4 seconds. 12, okay, sorry. I'm not sure if the 1 is missing or if it's just my angle here, but I looked up, it was 14 and it looked like 1 on that score clock. Now it's 3.2. Counted. It was 2-2 after 1 here on viewer-supported hometown cable. That was Lindsay Gilmore inbounding to Lily Hayes, and the second quarter is underway. 2 out there, that's Sadie Garceau. Let's see, the others, 23, Stephanie Jabat. And we got 13, Sarah Boris. I think that's everybody. And we got here, Jabat for Schroon Lake. Out of bounds, Hayes couldn't quite save it. And very quickly into the period, 32 seconds into the quarter, we've got a substitution, 14, Kelsey O'Connor in. From the elbow. Rebounded by Barrer. Chazy ball, Hayes will bring it up. Garceau. Let's see, 24 is back in. And she brought number 10, so Gilmore back in. She brought Caitlin Bacher in with her. And we see 51 Nolan and 32 Finnerty in for Schroon Lake. Baderbush over to Finnerty. At 4:47. Did travel or foul? Push on 10, I guess. That would be Beck Bacher. 4:44. Here's Hayes. Kelsey O'Connor. That's a big 4-2 lead now for Chazy. The butt throws it off the iron. And it'll be red ball. Butterbush will inbound it. And the first field goal of the game for the Schroon Lakeside, it's Julianne Finnerty scoring. 4-4 the score, 3:50 to go in the second quarter. Red ball. And a timeout for the Eagles. They're tied at 4 with 3:23 to go in the second. Shot from the elbow, it's going to fall off the rim. Good hustle for the rebound by Gilmore. We have traveling called. And it'll be inbounded by Butterbush to Finnerty. 2:46 remaining in the half. Chazy leads 6-4. Too strong. For Julia Bouchard, who is a little timid about throwing it to the hoop. Wanted to hand it to somebody else. Coach is saying, put it up, put it up. That's going to be short on the line. And we have Pepper back in. She's going to replace Hayes. Referees Landry and Norton doing a good job of letting these kids play. They're not calling every little thing that they possibly could. Allows the game to have a flow and doesn't turn it into a 2-hour contest. Sarah Boris makes it 8-4, and we're going to have a Schroon Lake timeout with 1:36 to go. I can see the 1 now. I don't know why I couldn't see it before. We're going to keep an eye on that 1 as we get to... Oh, so it's not that 1, is it? It's the 36 1 that I can't see, I think. We'll figure that out when we come back. And we're back. No shot clock and modified, so take whatever time is necessary. But Boris thought they'd taken long enough, so she forces a jump ball. It's going to be Schroon Lake's turn. Bottenbush will toss it into Finnerty. 1:11 showing in the second quarter. Okay, I think it was on Gilmore, sending Bottenbush to the line. This is the first. And the second one is missed. Rebounded by Pepper. And we'll zoom in, as you can see that it's supposed to be a 3, but that row, no, it's a 2, that row is not there. So a 19 looks like a 9 and all the way down. If I were looking at that one, I would say it's 7.6 remaining, but it's 17.6. And we've got Pepper at the line. Misses that one. Pepper. Oh, in and out. .7. Pepper will inbound. Chazy's turn on the jump ball. Ooh, rejected by Finnerty. Well, hit off the rafters. I was ready if it had gone in. 8-4, Chazy up by 4 at the half here on viewer-supported hometown cable. Wouldn't it be nice if all these families started supporting hometown cable? The Schroon Lake Wildcats have the ball to start the second half. They trail by 4 in an 8-4 ball game. Modified girls basketball in the Mountain and Valley Athletic Conference. Schroon Lake visiting Chazy on this last day of January 2013. Just 2 days away from Groundhog Day. Basket by Bottenbush makes it 8-6. I'm pretty sure that the Groundhog will see his shadow this year. Basket by number 2, Sadie Garso. Makes it 10-6. Traveling called on Boris. Had a good effort there. And we got Finnerty bringing it up. Off Pepper, says Norton. The red ball. Traveling will give it to the Eagles. Pepper. 12-6 Chazy. White ball. I assume there's a couple of players that are on the unavailable list for Schroon Lake. So they're sitting there in their street clothes. And what did Andy Landry see? We saw a foul. I assume that's one Chazy player who's unavailable tonight. So Douglas misses the first. And we got Bearer back in. She replaces Jabut. That was O'Connor with that rebound for the Eagles. 4:47 here in the third. Eagles take it away. Lois gives it to Pepper. Too strong. And rebounded by Finnerty. Travel. Let's see, you got West, Hayes, and Gilmore in. Chazy, and we got Jabut coming back in for the Wildcats. Reminder, this is viewer-supported local television, and far too many of the current parents aren't supporting us. If families think that, well, Hometown Cable's been here since the 30th year of Hometown Cable, it's something that we're entitled to. Well, this isn't something you're entitled to. It's here because we put the time and effort into doing this at very low compensation for the past 30 years. And it's time that more of you stepped up and started supporting Hometown Cable. Stolen by O'Connor. Gets it for the Wildcats. 3 minutes to go in the third. 12-6 Chazy leading Schroon Lake modified girls basketball. Stolen by Pepper. Timeout. Wildcats. They trail by 8, 14-6 with 2:25 showing here in the third. Red ball. Rolling by Hayes up to West. And rebounds it up. Douglas catches up with it. And it's going to be red ball. No defense in the backcourt. That's a 10-point lead now, 16-6. We got an hour. Seems like an hour, but it's now 1:05, which is a minute and 5 to go in the third. And it's going to be the red ball. West appears to be okay, a little embarrassed. Having a bad day. She tripped about a minute or so. Stolen by West. Bush. Back to Bush. In and out on the shot by Bearer. 15 seconds to go in the third. We have Combrio in for West for Chazy. 15 seconds. Too strong. And 2 seconds. Chazy up by 10, 16-6 after 3 here on viewer supported hometown cable. Stephanie Jabot will inbound it. We'll give it to Lily Hayes, and the fourth quarter will get underway in this modified girls game. Wildcats take it away. Basket by Dayanara Plumstead. move. And makes 4 points this quarter. It's suddenly overcome with the sneezes here. It was Finnerty, I think, who scored. 16-10 now. Chazy lead cut to 6. Too strong. And basket by Bearer. No, not Bearer, number 10, Plumstead. And it's now a 4-point ball game. We've still got 5 minutes to go. This one's up for grabs. Looked like Chazy was going to run away at a 10-point lead. There's Jabut. That was blocked. Oh, off the rim. Steve Patnode. Saw him at the hockey rink last night, taking pictures. Top of the rim, top of the backboard. And this is Boris bringing it up. 4:20 to go in the game. Rebounded by Finnerty. Plumstead, yes. Where's she been all game? 16-14, Chazy timeout. 3:59 to go. Suddenly, the Wildcats are on the attack. We are 3 minutes into the fourth quarter, and Schroon Lake has outscored Chazy 8-0 thus far here in the fourth. They had scored 2 points in each of the first 3 quarters, so they had 6 through second. They had 6 after 3, and then all of a sudden they got hot and scored 8 quick points. And they've got a chance to tie it right now. Well, not right now, but very shortly. Stood up with the ball. And Gilmore will come back in. She'll take the place of Pombrio. 3:28, we're halfway through the fourth. Chazy hanging on to a 1-basket, 16-14 lead. Rebound thrown up, no, again, falls in. I believe it was Douglas. It could have been Boris, but I believe it was Douglas. Number 11, Douglas, I think. 18-14, and short. They don't have a jump ball. Gilmore tying up Bouchard. Bottenbush will inbound. Ooh, we're gonna have a foul, I think, on Gilmore. Got Finnerty in the nose. Got her in the nose. Woo, what a play, what a play. Finnerty scores on the inbound play. It's back to a 2-point contest. 2:38 and holding. 2:38 and holding. Start the clock! Start the clock! I bet you he's got a little phone in his hand there he's looking at. Yeah, that's what I think. What do you think? I think he's looking at a little pad or phone in his hand and not paying attention to the game there. Hawks' fault. Look how much he's paying attention to the game here. Hope they're not paying him a lot. Under 2 to go. (18-16) Chazy. Chazy up by 4. 20-16, 1:29 to go. No shot clock. They can take all the time they want and or need. No defense. The defense in the last 2 minutes. Apparently the defense. Apparently there's defense in the backcourt, at least in the last minute, maybe the last 2 minutes. 51.1 on the clock. Should be obvious to everyone. There's 51.1 remaining in this 4th quarter. Kennedy brings it up. And there you go, take it away. There's Pepper. It'll be red ball. And full court pressure, so they can press in the last minute or maybe 2. That was missed. Rebounded Boris. 24 seconds. Rebounded by Bottenbush. 8 seconds to go. We have a foul. And we're going to send Julia Bouchard to the line. If she makes them both, it could be interesting because they can press. But she has to make them both first. And that's a lot to ask. She can make it possible for a team to tie it if she makes this one. 5.3. This is extra time granted to them by Nate Reynolds. Jump ball. This is all Nate Reynolds time they're playing right now. 1.5. Chazy's going to win it unless they foul and the basket's made. They get the shot off. 20-17 is the final. 11-4. Schroon Lake outscores Chazy, but Chazy had that big 10-point lead coming in. So it's a victory for the home team, and that's the way it was. It's Chazy Central Rural School, beautiful downtown Chazy on this 31st day of January. Hey, you got to go shake hands there, Coach. gotta go shake hands, Coach. 31st day of January 2013. Thanks for watching and supporting viewer-supported local television, Hometown Cable. Win, lose, or draw, TV worth your support. And don't forget to shake hands after the game. Thanks for watching.